All right, number 5 on my list of top 10 movies, but this is number 5, is Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio, which was just a fun movie. I mean, this definitely is a movie that makes you feel. It has a lot of heart to it. Has a lot of just fun to it. There's definitely, one thing worth noting is I'm pretty much not familiar with the Pinocchio story whatsoever. Like, that's just not, for whatever reason, it's something that just never crossed my radar. Being 27, it just never got to me. So this is really my first experience with any Pinocchio story, which, I mean, obviously I live in the world, right? So I'm aware of the nose growing aspect of it. Okay, I got that part. I know that he's made out of wood, but I don't really know much, and I know he wants to be a real boy, but that's pretty much all I knew. Even with just knowing that, I can clearly tell that Guillermo del Toro, definitely deviated from the source material. Just watching it, you're like, okay, there's no way all of this is the case. But yeah, I mean, it's definitely a dark movie at times. Definitely. It's not a movie that is, just this lighthearted kids movie, whereas, Puss in Boots, which I have at number 7 on this list, is very much, well, I still really like that movie as well. I don't think animated movies inherently means kids movies. This is a movie that I think that what it did was it felt like a movie for adults. Puss in Boots felt like a movie for adults and kids. This just felt like a movie for adults, and I guess kids are going to watch it too. Like, that's kind of how I viewed it, where everything about it was just so unique. Definitely starting with the look of Pinocchio. I mean, that was just such a fun thing that they decided to do, and the way that they decided to take that character, I think added towards it, and it sort of built towards when he does get rejected by society, if he looked like this cute puppet, that's not going to work. He kind of has to look weird and awkward. I like the Pinocchio character in general, of this sort of infectious likability of everything he sees, he has fun with, but at the same time, he destroys everything, so you can see why people around him would get frustrated with him, even if he has this likability to him. And so I just find it just such a fascinating movie, and where each story beats go totally made sense and worked. It didn't feel like we were on a track. It felt like there were characters trying to do stuff. So even when it goes to where parts of the original story also went to, which I learned after the fact, it does it in a way where you never feel like, oh, okay, they're trying to get to this part. They're legitimately just doing that because that's what they're doing, which is just, again, all that stuff totally worked for me. The suspense worked for me. The heart really worked. I thought that, again, you cared about these characters. The ending, one of the more beautiful endings I've seen just in a movie in general. I thought that was I was not expecting that whatsoever, and it was beautiful. I mean, it was absolutely fantastic, and this is a movie that I don't think should just be getting praised as a great animated movie, a great stop-motion movie, but just a great movie in general. And again, the stop-motion, incredible. The amount of time and effort that goes into this stuff. But I just think, I don't know, I love stop-motion. I think stop-motion, just when it's done right, which it really is in this movie, I just think it can be so perfect and can work so well, and just gives it much more of a unique feel than just animating something does. I don't know why. I don't know what does it. Maybe just the added depth you get from being able to film something like that. But I mean, the effort that they put into this, and I'm saying they, not just Del Toro, because let's be honest, there was a ton of people working on this movie, which, I mean, a ton of people work on every movie, but you know what I mean, to make all this stuff happen. And they didn't take the easy route. I mean, they could have a lot of times just, okay, let's just put the camera still. Let's have the characters walk in. Like, no, they filmed it as if it was just a regular movie. Like, they have certain things where they're shifting back and forth, and moving the camera along with these characters and stuff to make it work. They're doing they're making sure that they make it as good as possible, and they completely nailed it. So I don't think I need to get into spoilers for this one because, again, I just don't think I need to talk about anything. I think I covered pretty much everything I want. But this is a movie where I think you'll like it even if you're not even if this isn't your thing. It's not like one of those, if you like lighthearted movies, it's not totally lighthearted. I think there's much more lighthearted movies on this list than Pinocchio is. It's definitely one where it goes where it has to go to get emotions out of you. That's kind of one of the issues with a lot of these sort of lighter movies, is that sometimes to get you to feel and to get you to feel happy, you have to at first feel scared, right? You have to go somewhere to then bring you out of it. That's kind of what movies are in general, right? It gets you into a cave only to find out where the hole in the cave is and get the characters out of it, right? That's kind of like that's movie 101. And some movies are too afraid to get you into the cave, which means that the movie doesn't work in that point. You don't get the emotions of coming out of the cave. This movie puts you in a cave. It puts you, definitely in places that will, again, make you feel. It'll definitely do that. It's also about, Mussolini, weirdly, that there's that whole arc, but again, totally worked. Just a fantastic movie. One of his better movies. I mean, it might be my favorite Guillermo del Toro movie, and I like Guillermo del Toro. I mean, that's saying something. So definitely check it out if you have not already. I'm giving it a 4.5 out of 5 stars. So yeah, those are my thoughts on Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio. Make sure you watch the right one. Make sure you watch the one. It's on Netflix. Make sure you watch that one. But yeah, very fun. Again, let me know what you thought in the comments below. Always love hearing from you. And of course, as always, thanks for watching.